here from All Things Newly Rustic, and today we are in my garage, and today I would like to show you how the process that I use to stain a top on a furniture. Now, a couple things before we get started. Here is a buffet that I am working on right now. And if you go ahead and subscribe to my channel, you can follow this buffet as I do it, the process. But right now, because this stain takes a long time to do, a long time to dry, on the top, I'm gonna go ahead and stain the top now. And I'm gonna show you guys how. So, I've already started sanding. I haven't started. I've done the sanding on this table, on this buffet table. I started off with an 80 grit until all the existing stain was off the table. Then I worked my way up to a 120. Then I finished with a 220 grit, just to make sure that the top of the wood is even and ready to stain. And so here we have it. We're ready to stain. First, before we get started on the stain, I would like to show you something called wood conditioner. Nothing too fancy. You can get it at your local Home Depot, home hardware, hardware store, whatever. I put a coat of this on already. Whenever you're staining, whenever I'm staining, I always use this first. This will ensure that your stain goes on evenly and that you won't have any problem with anything on the wood going blotchy with your stain. So use that first, use an old brush, just wipe a coat on top first. Let it dry for about 10-15 minutes and then you're ready to stain. So I've already done this, I've already let it dry, and now we're ready to stain. So I'm gonna bring you guys down a little bit here so that you can see the full table. So the only supply that you need for stain is wood conditioner, which is already on there. You need the stain, and you also need a poly. And follow me along, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be showing you how to seal it with the poly once the stain is all done. Today we're using a penetrating stain. And so why I like penetrating stains is they bring the natural grain of the wood up. They don't stay on top of your piece. So that is really helpful. I love to show the grain on all my pieces. So we will be doing that today. How I apply my stain, let me get someone open it here, is with a microfiber cloth. I will probably be doing at least 2 to 3 coats on this piece. Let's see how well it soaks up the stain. But after I'm done with the microfiber cloth, I throw it away. So I always use a new microfiber cloth or a washed microfiber cloth. You can use the brush, you can use whatever you want, but this is super easy to apply, and it will, this process, and it will ensure that your stain goes on evenly on the wood. So let's get started. The process I always follow: dip your egg in to the stain, and I usually go from the middle and work my way out. Make sure it's evenly. Doesn't take a super long time to do, but you do want to make sure that, like, if you're going to put this much work into especially staining, that your top is almost flawless. And this is looking so beautiful coming on, but I can see it looks so nice, the color. So this color is just a mid-wax. And the color is called Provincial. And so like I said, I'm going to do a couple coats on this, but I wanted to show you guys the process that I use to stain in a piece of furniture. So just put on your microfiber cloth, work your way down. I usually start in the middle. I work my way to the edges with the stain, and voila. Make sure there's no lines, stain lines, so just work with your cloth like so. Okay. I'm going to go along the edges a little more. But staining wood is a process. You do want to take your time. It takes more time for it to fully dry. You might want to wait a day for this. It's a very hot day today, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a second stain on this before the day is over. But there you go. I'll show you guys a close-up. And this is how I use penetrating stain on my top. So stay tuned, guys, because this piece will not look anything like this when it's done. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you can follow follow the process on this buffet.